Okay, back in the room. This is the frame that I'm talking about. So it's a high angle shot with part of the frame obscured by the lampshade, and the camera moves as she turns up to look at the lampshade. Actually, not as she turns round to reveal. Okay, that's the camera technique. There is very significant. So I think you should describe that so that we, the audience, or the audience, share the revelation that this business is going on in the corner. Okay, so I'd try and analyze that camera move a bit because I think it is significant. Yeah, I mean, again, I think you can say this is a very common horror idea, the moving rocking chair. You could even reference, you remember The Woman in Black? I think that's exactly what happens there. And Lawrence is using, again, the toolkit of the horror director. So there are lots of almost horror cliches that we're seeing in this. Yeah, we don't see the character's face, which preserves their enigma. The raggedy hair suggests they are uncontrolled and maybe uncontrollable. Oh, sorry. Okay, you've just said all this. Ignore what I just said, pretty much. And here I would say there follows a parallel edit with, it's not really the camera. There follows a parallel edit between the scene inside the house and Judy's mother and father driving home. This creates tension as the audience urge the parents to get home in time to save their child. Absolutely right. Good. Giving the audience a view. I mean, what we're trying, giving the audience the opportunity to empathise with Judy in that situation, definitely. I think this close-up goes into an extreme close-up. There's two shots here. And the fact that the face fills the frame, if you think about the shot that we looked at before with the little girl right at the top of the stairs, that shot, or that shot, and the contrast here when she sees the face fills the frame. There's an over-shoulder shot which cuts to the extreme close-up, yeah? This is us being dragged into the scene. And obviously the music here gives us the kind of jump scare, if you like, as she turns around. But I would say it emphasizes the power of the doll, that the face of the doll takes up so much of the frame. So I think it's worth making that point. Nearly done. Yeah. This is not the strongest conclusion it could be. I think you need to say something along the lines of, this is a classic horror scene. And maybe put it in the context of the rest of the film. How does it establish the danger that Judy is going to be in for the rest of the film? It certainly emphasizes the powerlessness of the the adults. You haven't mentioned the nana, but the parents and the grandmother are definitely unable to help her. So something along those lines in your conclusion. How many words you got left? Okay, we're going to have to cut a few out. And yeah, it's a good piece, Saoirse. Let me just show you the mark scheme. So here's the top level, and I think so. That would be A's, high B's around here. This is where the C's are. I mean, I think you're in a kind of mid-C area around 18, 19, 20, maybe low C. And what I think you need to do is to push up here when you've made the changes that I've suggested to you. I think overall, in terms of improvement, if I could throw a couple of ideas in there, you might want to talk about the color palette. There's some specific terminology that we've encountered in the classroom that I think you could throw in there, because the color palette is very muted and grey in the house. You could talk about low-key lighting again, which is something else we've referred to. I think the terminology, so what we're the accurate use of appropriate language to communicate clearly. Appropriate language is what I would like a little bit more of, because you can absolutely use it appropriately. And just have a look at this, because this is where we're looking for complex and subtle analysis to get into the very top level. So have a think about that. There's no reason why you should not improve this. So well done on this piece of work. Enjoyed reading it. So have a go at the changes now.